Jacqueline Mayberry. I'm at American Baptist College. I have an assignment from one of my classes, which is Biblical Interpretations and Exegesis, New Testament 3:30. I chose to do the parable of the prodigal son. The prodigal son then and the prodigal son now, in my own interpretation. The prodigal son then, the Bible story goes somewhat like this. There was a man that had two sons, and one of the sons, the youngest, wanted to get his share or portion of the money, not one from the heir estate. Instead of waiting for his father to pass away, he chose to ask his father for the money while his father was living. His father granted him that, grant you. And he went away to a faraway land, and he squandered the money, and a famine came, and all those friends he squandered with was no longer his friends, so to speak. So he ended up having to find work, and he got hired in the field, feeding the swine, the pigs, and he even loaned to eat the pig swine food. But one day he came to his senses, and in doing so, he said to himself that he would say to his father that he had sinned against him and against heaven, and that he was no longer worthy to be called his son. And on the way to the long journey back home, his father spotted him a long ways off. And his father opened his arms, gave him a hug, kissed him, told the hired hand to give him a robe to put on, one of the finest robes, a ring on his finger, sandals on his feet, and killed the fatted calf so that he could eat it, they could eat and be merry and celebrate. The oldest son came and near the house and asked one of the hired hands what had taken place, what was going on, and he told him that your brother is home and they are rejoicing, your father's rejoicing because your brother's back home. And the oldest son was bitter. Now, that was then, and this is now. And my point here is focusing more on the behavior and the attitude of the oldest son. The oldest son, he was jealous, he was bitter, he was rude to his father. He was there, he had an opportunity to build a relationship with his father. He had an opportunity to grow and love and respect his father for who he was, even though his father allowed his youngest brother to do what he did, but yet and still he was bitter. Now, me myself, if it was me and my sister, I would not be mad at my mama because it's my mama's stuff or my father's stuff. I cannot get mad at them because they chose to receive her back. If anything, I'd have been rejoicing because I'd have been happy that my sister's back home with us and she's not dead. And then the fact that my sister's so repentant that I would have been forgiven. And it's easy to say, hey, you did this, you did that, you did this. It seems that when people focus on the negative sticks. But when people do positive things, it does not. However, there was time before my sister left. My sister did good things. And that built a relationship between me and my sister. We worked together. We did this together. And then she decided to leave and do what she did. And yes, she made some mistakes in life. However, my sister made it back home safe. She's alive and she's well. And I would have welcomed her by forgiving her more than prosecuting her all over again with the jealousy and the self-righteous attitude when I have an opportunity to be there for my mother. I would do that with an open heart and an open mind. And then when my sister come back, I would love on my sister and celebrate with the rest of the family members friends or whomever, because I've been there with my mama. Like the biblical story says that the father told the oldest son that all that I have is yours, and I get that, and it would be the same way with my mother, because we all should be one. It should never be me this or that portion and trying to slide and divide. The young man learned a lesson by going away, like my sister would too. She would learn a lesson from going away in order for her to come back and want to be repentant and claim that she had sinned against God and that she had sinned against the parent. And if the parent chose to be open armed, that should have been enough for me. It should have been enough for the son. However, it wasn't so. So that's my story, and I would like to say, add one little thing. I have a 9-year-old filming me. He's my nephew, and his name is Quintez McLean. Say hi, Quintez.
Hi.
And thank you for listening to my story. Have a great day.